West TV, tazama ilivyo.
You are welcome on the Morning Scope this Tuesday. Today we're going to look at burnout, mostly how it's associated with our workplace and mostly the genesis of it. We'll also look at maybe the preparation of workforce is what makes us susceptible to burnout, or maybe toxic work environments, things to do with bullying, right from home, school, to training institutions, then ends up at workplace. And we're going to look at the possibility of, or the goodness of having some rest. Those who went ahead of us who said work with no play makes Harry a dull boy. So we need to help this Harry guy to be vibrant at work, just by looking at some of the issues that we need to be examining in the conversation today. Sometimes course suitability, what you are training for, or maybe what you trained for, what you prepared for, how suitable is it with you? Could it be another reason why there is burnout at workplaces? So those are the things we're going to examine. I have guests in studio who are going to help us go through this conversation. I want to thank the director of the show, Kelvin Kibet, and even West Media in general for this platform, so as to can be able to discuss this. Follow this conversation on social media, West TV _Kenya on X. It's West TV Live on YouTube. You can always follow me at Mr. Kitui on X, or CKS on my Facebook page. When you're on our social media, kindly leave a message and share your comments according to how the show has impacted you. Thank you so much. This is CKS. Without much ado, let's go to the conversation. Gentleman and lady, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Yes. You are so bright in those colors.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're trying to balance out.
Yeah.
Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Let's start with the introductions. I didn't tell the viewers your names.
Okay.
Let's begin with you, madam.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you for welcoming me again on this show. My name is Caroline Wanyama. I'm CEO and founder of Serena Peace Center and Training Institute, where we train counseling psychologists. We also train sign language. We do mediation, and we also do positive parenting programs, among other programs. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My brother?
Thank you so much. My name is Ndany. I'm the deputy principal, Kenya Medical Training College, Bungoma campus. And I'm also a physiologist, a consultant. I teach medical students, and I'm very delighted to be here today. Okay.
It's an honor hosting you guys. You are high-end brains in the sector. So let's dig into it. We start with the proverb. The proverb is, it's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. Madam, you're not lucky. You're always the first one.
I'm glad I'm the first one. It's not about the load, because everyone has a load. And so how do you carry the load? And when it comes to anything about maybe stress, burnouts, what we are talking about today, it's actually your internal systems. What you are made of, your personality, is what will determine whether you are going to navigate the issue successfully or not. Because all of us do have loads. And actually, if you don't have a load, then you are, maybe those ones who don't have the loads are the ones who have died, who have gone before us. But so long as you are living, you must have a load. And therefore, whatever load you have, it will depend on your internal mechanism. Your stability in carrying out issues that really affect you. Your positivity in looking at how things are against all odds is what will make you thrive. Yeah.
Ndany?
Yes, life has challenges and responsibilities. And everyone will have those challenges, everyone will have those responsibilities. But what makes a difference is the approach. The way you approach those challenges and responsibilities, the mindset, and your attitude towards those challenges. So it's not about the load. Everybody has the load. Everybody is carrying the load. But what makes the difference on how the load will be lighter or heavier is your approach to the load, is your mindset and your attitude.
Okay.
If you have a positive attitude, the load becomes lighter. If you have a mindset that this thing is doable, then it becomes very light.
Light, okay.
Yes.
Wow, and you know what, you're absolutely right, because the proverb is how you understand it. And the way you brought it out, I think it makes me, you see, sometimes when we talk about loads, loads mean different things to different people, depending on where you are. Yeah. So let's look at where we are today and the loads that burden us down. Madam, let's start with you.
Okay.
There are people who started out in the medical sector and then they left. Others started out as teachers, then they left and went to do something else. Others started out as musicians who are singing gospel, then they left to sing secular. What makes people change careers midway?
Okay. Quite a number of things do affect, will actually inform anyone to change a career. Things do change in life, and therefore what will inform the person to change could be very personal. And it has nothing to do maybe with okay, we can say that there are quite a varied reasons as to why people do change. You can start with maybe a teaching career. Like myself, I'm a teacher, but along the way I've done quite a lot of changes, and it doesn't have to be like it's about passion, but at times you get overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed over something, and you just realize that this one is not taking you to where you want, and therefore you will also follow where your passion is. So, but now depending on what affects that person, it will inform the decision in the career. Other people might change because of whatever is happening at the workplace. Maybe the workload, just like what we said, could be too overwhelming. It will just find the person is actually almost is burned out, if I can use that. They are completely burned out, and therefore they chicken out, or they are too suffocated. So they feel like, no, I just have to get out of the way. And so they get out just to have peace of mind, and when they get out again, they find the joy of their life in a different career. So different reasons will actually inform someone choosing a different career from where they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your take?
Yeah, there are two aspects to this. Number one, they say that people don't leave jobs because they don't love the job. But people leave jobs because sometimes the job does not love them back.
It's not serving them.
It's not serving them, does not love them. So most of the time you find that you start a job, and then the job has a lot of emotional exhaustion, physical trauma. It's so stressing, and then you decide to leave the job because of exhaustion. But also the positive aspect of it is that people can leave the job because of discoveries along the way. Like when you started, you thought you can be a good nurse, but as you progress, you discover that you can be a good teacher, and then you shift. Like myself, I started as a clinician, and then along the way I discovered that I am a better teacher than a clinician. So I shifted along the way. You discover something, you discover yourself. Yes.
Let's stay with you a bit. You see, you're a trainer, okay?
Yes.
You're training nurses, And you said you're a physician?
Clinician.
Clinician.
Yes.
What's clinician?
A clinician is a primary healthcare practitioner.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you're training nurses, you're training medical staff, okay? In the medical field, we get a lot of stories, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's to one, it may start as a passion. Someone wants to care for others,
Yeah.
okay? But along the way, he encounters things they didn't anticipate. There'll be a lot of blood, maybe a death here and there, so that disturbs them. Yeah. So it may cause one to change mind, right?
Yes.
At the training level, how do you handle that to prevent that kind of change of mind along the way?
So at the training level, what we normally do first is to model. We become models. We as lecturers, we become models. We share our experiences to students that this is something that you need to expect. When you come to this profession, you need to expect you're going to face trauma, you're going to face deaths, you're going to see blood. And we tell them our stories. When we started, we saw blood, we saw deaths, and how we managed to handle it. And also even just telling them that you need to know that you are human. You need to know that you have emotions and you will react. We have had students, the very first time they go to mortuaries, like in KMTC Bungoma, we train morticians. So the first day they go to mortuary, you find that most students will just collapse and faint. So, but already we have prepared them that this is expected. So when you approach something with expectation, already you have been trained, then it becomes very easy to handle it. And number two, we also help them in debriefing. We have debriefing sessions. Like when they have had such a trauma, they come back to college and we have a moment of just reflection.
Yes.
What went wrong, what went right, and how did you handle, what is your learning point? Okay. And from that, it helps them not to run away from the course. Yes.
It's interesting.
If I can just make an input. I'm also a trainer. As I told you, I train psychologists to be able to be professionals. So during the training, what we normally do, maybe to sum it up with what my colleague has just said, we do what we call scaffolding. Scaffolding is during construction. If you are constructing a house, we have a place, that section of a lintel. You know, during the lintel moment, you actually put there are those timber. Is it timber?
The reinforcement.
There is reinforcement. Yeah, sorry for that. So there is that reinforcement on both sides.
Yes.
On that lintel. So on that, at that place, we do a lot of rocks. There are quite a number of things that go on that, at that level.
Yes.
You put everything to strengthen it, which was not like when you are actually bringing it from up. But at this particular level, there's a lot of material that will be put into this reinforcement.
Yes, yes.
And then it will be left to cure for some time, for around 7 days or something like that. And when you remove the
timber,
reinforcements,
yes,
this place will not actually fall
because it's firm enough.
It is firm enough. And so in training, that's what we do. That there is a level where they need to know it's going to be rocky. Things are not going to be all that normal. But as trainers, we actually scaffold them. We hold them at that particular level during the training level, so that when they graduate, when they get out, they'll be firm enough. They would have been cured enough. They would have gone through enough training, enough, practicals, enough practicum. And as a trainer, you hold actually your students, so that even if you are not there, the students is able to. They'll
still stand on their own.
They'll be able to go on their own.
Let me bring in the aspect of compassion.
Yes.
At what stage does this trainee, who eventually will become a worker somewhere, at at what stage do we develop, as in, do we even develop compassion to these kids, or we just let it be? The inbuilt compassion is what we work with.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, depending on, I think this is like, quality is input at the training level.
Okay.
It's not like it is later brought in. So whatever aspects you want the student to have is actually inbuilt there, because they do, okay, for our case, we do a lot of personal development activities, and I believe even in the medical studies too, there is a lot of personal development activities that actually accompany the training. It's not just the academic, it's not just the curriculum being accomplished. Along the way, there's a lot of personal development activities related to that profession.
Yes.
This one now creates a stamina. It creates the ability, the inability, because you are now not, you are churning out a person.
Yes.
A person who is just academically fit, but also the personal development towards that profession is also fit.
Okay.
It's a fully fledged person. So at least you are sure that when this person gets out, they'll be able to do what pertains to that profession.
Then there is compassion fatigue.
Exactly. The compassion fatigue now is now the element of now someone now wants to outdo. You actually you give yourself too much until it becomes compulsive. until it becomes too much of it. And at the end of the day, you want to prove a point. And you know, we are all human. At the end of the day, you overdo something, and with the time, then now the exhaustion comes in.
Yes.
You get tired. But because you have this element of you want to do it right all the time,
yes,
always above the par. Of course, as for me, who is watching you, probably you are doing the best thing. But you who is doing it,
on your level, you are struggling.
You're actually struggling.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, you get exhausted, you get overwhelmed. So that is when the problem starts. Yeah.
Have you ever encountered that?
Yes, we have encountered that.
Well, before you tell us about the trainees,
yes,
you as a person.
Fatigue, yes, you always will encounter that, because sometimes for example, too much that is coming on your table. You find that sometimes, especially when you're working in a healthcare setup, you are working during the day. For example, you're working the whole day, and then you are on call
at night.
And then the following morning, you're supposed to come and do rounds. So you have not slept. Sometimes you have not even eaten, and you're still supposed to continue working. So at that point, sometimes you feel like I'm giving too much. I'm not having my own life, and you feel like you just want to give up. Yeah.
So
just I wanted to add something on what she was saying about how we teach our students. We normally teach two domains. We have cognitive domain and affective domain. So cognitive domain, we are teaching them knowledge, but we also teach them that apart from having the brain, you must also have the heart. So that heart is what makes a difference when it comes to compassion.
Then I want you to talk about it's called workplace stress, because at that stage, the way you've brought it,
yes,
it may get to a point where it becomes a medical trauma, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that. Okay, you tell us about that a bit.
Medical or clinical trauma, this is where somebody is overstressed or stressed for a long period of time. Then now he starts manifesting with symptoms as a result of that stress.
Maybe headache.
You'll have lack of sleep. That is the first symptom. If you want to know somebody is being overstretched, they will not have sleep.
Okay.
And then you have psychomotor symptoms like body pains. They have abdominal pains, they have headaches, they are not able to sleep, they start isolating themselves, they are missing duties, and you are wondering, and some of them can even slip to drug and substance abuse. Yes. Yes.
Because they want to charge themselves.
They want to charge themselves because now
wrongly now.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
Because you see, you are expected to be there, to be strong.
Okay.
But already you have been broken down. So you are trying to cover up something by now going into drugs. And it happens a lot even in the medical field because people they want to cover up.
Let's look at the workplace generally. That is where burnout comes in.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit of that.
Yeah. At workplace, there's likely to be burnout. Remember, this is someone who is trained, who has exceeded expectations in terms of training. So they come to the workplace and they really want to prove themselves. They want to really do their best and do work. Now, how will the burnout come out? One, there will be this person who will work very hard, which is good. And inside him, he wants to feel appreciated. He wants to feel desired because, you know, when you exceed expectations, you think you are attracting everyone on you, maybe your bosses or any other person, whatever that you feel that you are attracting. So at the end of the day, you know, you like normally you'll be fatigued. You'll be fatigued, you'll be overwhelmed because you want to work extra hard to attract that whatever that you want to attract. At the end of the day, you burn out. You are eaten up because you are overstretching yourself.
Yeah.
You will even get someone who abandons his own needs to please
everyone
else in the workplace. There will be that person who will always want to prove themselves, compulsively always working to prove themselves. You neglect other needs, even parental needs, family needs, to satisfy the workplace.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, as you do that, your body will demand that there's a place that is a gap that you have not addressed. There will be always, your body is not just meant for working. Your body is meant to have work-life balance.
Okay.
What you will be neglecting is now you are not balancing your body, you are effective, you are cognitive. It's not balanced. And that is when your body will demand that this one is too much on us. We are burning out. Please hold on us.
How does that affect productivity?
It will affect productivity because once you are stressed and you are overworked, you are going to lose passion in your work. And then now this loss of passion sometimes is interpreted as this person is lazy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so people think you are lazy, but you have already lost passion. Remember, what drives a healthcare worker or any worker is passion. Passion towards what they are doing. So once you have lost passion, then you have lost everything. Yes.
And also that passion goes a long way with the commitment. You lose the passion, you lose the commitment, and so this once a very good working person gets now into the negatives, and so people start now discussing you in the negatives. You remember, even as you show yourself that you talked about bullying. You talked about bullying. So there is this worker who is working so well. And at times the danger is, even if they're working too well, can also be weaponized against you. Because there will be that person who is not doing the way you are doing, but they're actually achieving the expectations.
Yes.
But maybe this other person is overachieving or working towards overachieving.
Yes.
So even as you work, how it can be positive, but also negative.
Okay.
And now the commitment might go down because your body demands that this is too much. And so when you are doing well, maybe there are those ones who are not happy about it. And so when you go down, it can also be used against you, whereby now people will start now talking,
Alikuwa anajionyesha.
What were you thinking? You are now back. And that one can really, now when you are talking of how can it affect you, yes, if you are the one being talked about, then it really compromises.
Then there is this peer bullying, and then superior bullying. Do we have, can we bully a superior?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, give us a scenario.
Yes, a superior can be bullied, and just the same factors. If, for example, there are these people who want to really be perfectionists, very efficient, good. The expectations are too high. Now, that superior, hoping maybe a supervisor, a boss or something like that, if it's the person who is expecting, remember that those are symptoms of a burned out person.
Okay.
Overachievement and all that. I mean, things that are beyond normalness. Those are actually what we call signs of burnout. So if you have all those signs of burnout, and you are expecting people to actually overachieve beyond their normalness, you know, at the end of the day, how do you experience a bulliness? The superiors, your juniors now, can sabotage. That is actually what they can actually sabotage. So you expect this.
Then they do totally the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, I will just, at times we are saying that TNA, meaning take no action. In this case, as in you tell someone do this, they don't do it. They don't do it. Yeah. And at that level, the other person can actually break down.
And they're adults. You are in management right now.
Yes.
Do you see that? And how do you navigate?
Yes, we see a lot of that in management. Yeah. I think the best way to manage that, first of all, is to remain focused.
Okay.
As a manager, you remain focused on the goal that you want to achieve. Because the moment you lose focus and concentrate on them, then you will not achieve anything as a manager. And number two, just apart from you remaining focused, you also need to try to build a teamwork among these juniors. You must ensure that you have a teamwork. You are also connecting with them. You create a feedback system where it's good that you are able to reach them so that you can know what they are going through. Yeah. Because sometimes they decide to sabotage you because of your misbehavior, your pride. You think that you are the best person who can achieve anything alone. So once you bring them and you have a talk with them, you hear what they want, what they feel, how they feel, then you are able to at least handle them.
Okay.
Yes.
You see, me, I have this belief that as a superior in an organization, and your juniors perform well, you are the one who gets the credit. My thinking is that. Why do you feel like sabotaging the boss or not obeying the boss? Do you think it's linked to denying credit to the boss?
Anytime an organization gets an achievement, the achievement always goes to the boss. Like, for example, if it's the principal or deputy principal like me, and you have an achievement, for example, the students have performed very well.
Wow, KMTC Bungoma. Wow, your principal.
Yes, the principal is the one who gets the credit. Yeah, so as much as you might think that maybe the juniors are doing it well and they want to take the credit, you must have an understanding that you are the one who gets the credit.
The credit.
And that's why you need to motivate them. When they have achieved something, you need to celebrate the small wins. Celebrate with them.
So it's like you give back to them.
Yes.
You cause them to know that they are part of the success.
They are part of the success. Yeah. So celebrate them, you can commend them, you can promote, if you are able to promote them. Let them feel that they are part of success, not just you. Yeah. But in the whole picture, you know that you are the one who is getting the credit.
you train psychology students.
Yes.
How do you train them to prepare for you see, at some point there is an idea that I'll not do well, the fear of making mistakes.
Yeah.
And that also leads to burnout.
Yes. Yeah, actually the psychologists do understand very well that they're not perfect. And they also understand that they cannot do 100% in everything. And I believe that any of us should be aware of that. So self-awareness is the most important thing in any situation, because when you understand that you are not the perfect one, then you'll be able to achieve realistic goals. And anything beyond that, it is just an achievement which should also be understood without really making it look like that is where you are. Perfection is good, but when we indulge ourselves into perfection, then that is what will bring us now to the loose end.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyone should be able to understand their limits. They should be able to know when they are not able to do something, it is not a fail. It's not like they have failed to do anything. They need to understand it is normal not to do it, and it is also okay not to be able to achieve something.
Okay.
So that it doesn't have to tie them to something that actually it is beyond their means. If they are able to do it, that is good, that will be celebrated. But if they are not able to do it, then let them know that it is not for them. For example, we train our students to be able to go and practice counseling. And when they get a client when the client presents their issue, they realize that they are not able to go through that session with that client. Then they actually request for a referral.
Okay.
So that they ask the client, is it possible for me to refer you to someone else? Because I realize I'm not able to do it. We call it genuineness.
So they have first to admit that if I go on with this, I'll only end up, I'll not end up achieving the desired results.
Exactly.
That's
and for us, it is the strength of a counselor to do that.
That's humility.
It is highly professionalism to admit that you are not able to do it.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we do a lot of referrals. If you came with an issue, maybe I'm also struggling with the same issue, I will not get you through. So I'll request you that there's a way of referring. And I'll give you quite a number of contacts. You choose from one and you refer the client. And just ensure that you follow up with that client where they have gone.
Which also means communication. There have to be communication. People in workplace have to be in communication. They have to discuss things. In the failure of communication, maybe top down or horizontal, or what do you expect?
Communication is very important. For example, like what she was saying, like for us in medical field, we encourage our students that it's okay to make mistakes because you are a student. Once you graduate and you start now handling patients, you are expected to make minimal mistakes. And that is why now we encourage them. Of course, they go to skills lab, they use non-human models like mannequins. They practice on them, they make a lot of mistakes, so that and they know that they are human and they can make mistake. But one thing that we always encourage our students is anytime you make a mistake, you must communicate. For example, you're supposed to give a patient a certain dose of drug, and maybe you made a mistake and you gave another dose or overdose.
Yes.
You need to communicate, because once you communicate, you can give an antidote. You see, and that one you are going to save the patient. But if you didn't communicate and you made a mistake, what happens? The patient is going to die. But if you had communicated, people will come in and intervene, give an antidote. So communication is very, very important.
And you see, you see, as a nurse, a vein, you see, It's not visible, but you have to find it, because that's where you want to do that thing you don't call in English, intravenous or something.
Intravenous, yeah. Intravenous access. Intravenous access.
That's not an English word, but you see, you have to find that. So at that stage, when a nurse has failed, I think it's going to weigh down on this.
Yeah.
And that's why she was saying communication is very important. Because once you have tried and you have failed, you need to refer. Referral is very, very important. You can refer to a colleague who has more experience. She will come. We have like nurses who have been there for a very long time. What you cannot see, they just come and they just inject and they have it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to communicate. You need to refer. And sometimes, as a nurse, once you have failed and you go home, you feel so discouraged. You feel so exhausted, and you feel like, how will people view me as a nurse? Because I'm working with colleagues and I'm not able even to access IV, you see. So that's what now you need. Such like people, they need to also be encouraged. They need to communicate, talk to peers, you know, that it's okay not to miss a line. It's normal. Yes.
How do you spot colleagues who are in that state, maybe spiraling towards failure? Are they spottable? Are you able to identify them?
You are able to identify.
Now, what do you do with them?
One, first of all, you see detachment. They come to work, but when you look at them, they're so detached from what they're doing. Some of them, they can start missing work. Yeah? They come and they miss. Or, unfortunately, some of them want to compensate what she was saying. Because I failed in an area,
so I have to overdo.
Let me overdo. For example, I was handling a patient and the patient died. So let me try to extend my shift. I was supposed to work in 8-hour shift, but I'm going to work 10-hour shift so that I can be around, so that people can see that I'm working. But you see, at the end of the day, you are killing yourself.
Okay.
Yes. Even the burnout, the trauma will even now be very high.
And could you comment on that?
Yeah, it is a very natural process that when we are not able, when we are limited in doing something, we just have to admit it so that we do not harm the other person. Because any failure to admit that I'm not able to do this and you overcompensate, it harms you now further. And of course, maybe you are already harming other people. Actually, any time that we are not able to help ourselves, we hurt other people.
Okay.
We hurt other people so much. So that is why it is important that we understand our own limitations, communicate, so that at least we are able to be assisted. The attitude of I'm okay, I'm everything, I can do it, even when you are not able to do it. At the end of the day, you do more harm to the people that you want to do good.
Okay. Let's talk about rest.
Yeah, rest is good.
You see, in the West, this is West media, but then there is the West.
Yes.
In the West, I see people working for like 10 months, then 2 months, sometimes they work for 9 months, 3 months they are on vacation. That's why they come to Africa, they come around. Someone is just lazing around. But when they go back to work, they are at work. Here in Kenya, the culture is every year there is 1 month off where one has to rest. Apart from that, there is that weekly, a day or two every week, a person can rest, okay? What would that do to workers?
There's also that saying that a change is as good as a rest, I think. So anytime you have the rest, you rejuvenate yourself. The brain is just any other, the brain is actually what determines the way we do things.
Okay.
And so if we put it 24-hour non-rest, it will collapse. that is where actually we collapse. That is why everything spans out. So if we don't put our brain into rest, then it is not going to work for us. It will command the other parts of the body not to work for you. Even when you want to go somewhere, the brain will tell you, no, I'm tired. But if now you charge it the way you are saying, that even those who charge it with some little drugs, stimulants or something, so that it can work. Yes, it will work for some time. Just like, yeah, you put in something, it works. You put in something, we call it altering the state of consciousness. It will still work for you, but not in the best way.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, it will collapse you. So the rest is the most important thing you can ever invest in, because it will help the brain to calm down. And when it comes up again, it is rejuvenated. It gives you the best of its bests. So the rest is the best thing you can ever invest in.
Okay.
And any workplace, anybody in the working environment, at home, at work, we need just to invest in it, so that we give our brain the best of its best to work for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I can say something about rest. Psychologist says that at least an adult needs between 7 to 9 hours to work. Beyond 9 hours, you cause a lot of errors.
That is in a day?
In a day. Yeah, 7 to 9 hours in a day. Beyond that, you are not effective anymore. You are just now, you are causing harm more than doing good. And maybe something I can talk about rest is when it comes to working, the system must be structured in such a way that rest is structured. Rest is something that is guided. It is something that does not happen to chance. You don't just put it as chance that people can rest or not rest. It must be structured, that you must rest. Because sometimes, especially in the medical field, you find that people will be running up and down because they want to get high pace. You are in this hospital, you move, you go to another hospital, you move, you go to another hospital, because you are getting a lot of money. But you see, beyond 8-9 hours, you are not being effective, so you are causing a lot of harm. So in every organization, rest must be structured. When it is breaks, there should be breaks. People should go for breaks. If it's leave days, people should leave work and go for their leaves. Because there are people who do not go for leaves. During their leave, they want to be paid overtime. So for you to rest, as she said, for you to benefit, it must be mandatory. Go for rest.
You said there is the fear of disconnecting. When you go for extended holiday, there's that fear that you are disconnecting. Don't you think?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The disconnection is good. We call it a distractor. It's a positive distractor. Somehow just disconnect for a while. Then when you come back, it's not like you are coming from nowhere. You'll still be able to catch up. There is nothing like disconnection. That disconnection is good. It is distracting what would have actually harmed you, so that at least when you come back again, you'll be fully energized. You'll have a lot of you'll be rejuvenated, and you'll have a lot of actually positive vibes to work. And at times it's okay just to start once again and just go on with it. Otherwise, you'll be harming yourself. You'll be harming yourself.
And again, disconnecting from work during that particular time, you're also connecting to something else.
Yes.
Okay.
You are connecting to your family.
Exactly.
You are going out, meeting new people. You are going out and just having a play, go for sports, watch a football, do what. You see, like that, you now, even that trauma that you had already started developing, the clinical trauma, that is the best time for recovery. Yes. So that during that long time of disconnection, you are recovering.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that is, I just want also to add something. You know, our brain it's like clay. It can be, you can mold it into something else. So if you just put it in one place, that is where it will be, the overwhelmingness will come and all that, exhaustion will come and all that. So once you get it out, it rests, but it goes to something that is positive. That will be the best thing for it. So you just mold it to a different way of doing things.
Yes.
When you are through, come back, put it here, it will work for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, there is this, I would like you to address it. The where am I going? You see, personally, I like nature. When I'm working in a forest or maybe a bushy place, rocky place, watching water flowing in a river, sitting by the riverbank, I love that. And if I do that, it tends to recreate me, rejuvenate me. Someone else will have to go and sit down in a pub and just do one or two. Another one will listen to music. So does where you go have anything to do with anything? Or we are all wired differently on how to disconnect and then reconnect?
Where you go doesn't matter. What matters is, does it make you happy? Does it make you feel nice about yourself? So if you love nature, I have a daughter who would be scared if he saw an animal, anything that is not human being. But now she has outgrown it. But anytime she saw something that is not a human being, that includes chicken, anything, cows and all that. So at times I would decide, I'm going home where there's animals so that my children can be happy. In the moment she will just see all those animals, she will start screaming. So where you go, it doesn't matter. Does it make you happy? That is what you do. At times you can just decide to go maybe visit, if that is what makes you happy.
Yes.
If maybe you love singing, if the break from work means you are going just to enjoy singing or listen to singing or dance, that is it. Someone will be like, hey, dancing is not good, it's not holy. Something like that. So anything. If you love nature, go do it. Okay. If you want to read something, read it. If you want to just go and walk, that is it. Want to do charity work, that's it. Of course, it is going to be rest according to how you define it. And it's not going to be work.
Even if you are watching Arsenal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially Arsenal.
No.
Especially the latest trend of Manchester United.
Yes. Or you watch Man U. You can just watch all the Manus, how they were winning and all that. It doesn't have to be Arsenal.
Even sometimes you feel good when the other team is losing.
Yes.
Like for the fact that Arsenal has never won a Champions League, that is therapeutic.
Yeah.
You just feel good.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say something about contentment. You see, the Bible says that godliness and contentment is great gain. You see, that aspect of you being content, be wherever you are, that you don't need to go abroad for you to be happy. You can create your own heaven, a little heaven wherever you are. That listening to that music is your heaven, and with that you can recover, you can rejuvenate yourself, you can refresh yourself.
Yeah.
But you see, sometimes people feel like for me to disconnect, I must go to Zanzibar. I must go to Seychelles. For me to
Kisumu, there is feast.
I must go to Kisumu
and eat feast.
But you can just go, after work, just go to the field, sit alone, and just be alone, and just stay and be quiet and meditate. Yes. Or you can just go to even a prayer room and stay there and talk to God, and you get the inner strength.
But
create a hobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But others have created gambling.
That is not another thing.
They're doing betting.
It has to be positive.
Yeah.
It has to be It has to be positive.
If this, so betting is okay.
Okay, we talked about something that makes you happy,
Yes.
but of course now you don't get into betting and think that that is happy. Of course, we have unwritten rules of things that we need to do. When you get into an addiction, for example, your betting is an addiction.
Well, I sometimes bet myself.
You do.
And
Are you addicted?
I have no idea when you talk of addiction, as in,
Let me say something.
maybe you begin there, and then, before you say something.
Addiction is actually something that is not right. You get addicted, okay, and you can be addicted to anything. Even ugali, you can be addicted to eating ugali. Actually, there are people who are addicted to eating. That is also wrong. So anything that is not done within a certain way of moderation or overdone, then it becomes an addiction, because you are going to get hooked to it, and you are going to worship it. As in, it becomes your idol, and then a lot of things get there. You lose quite a number of things because of it. Betting is one of those things that, I know most people do betting, but they're not addicted. But now when you get into addiction, because I've got quite a number of clients who are actually recovering from addiction, meaning it has worked negatively on them. They have lost a lot, and they are actually even have lost themselves. So when you get into that, it is likely to harm you. Then also let us know, even as we get into the rest, what is it that will not harm you? Because remember, we are getting out of the work because we don't want it to harm us. We want to relax our head, our brains. But then when you get out and you do something that is going to be more harmful, then something has to be done. You just have to think through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you come in there?
Yes, I was saying that, betting, anytime you bet, and by any chance you win, the body normally releases some hormones.
Yeah.
They are called endorphins.
Yeah.
Endorphins are feel-good hormones.
The feel good, the feel good thing,
And you see now the body start adapting that you need to be releasing those feel-good hormones, the endorphins. So you find that until you have bet, you are no longer feeling good. So you keep on now, you need to keep on betting so that you can have the good feeling. Before you realize, you have lost everything.
Okay.
So that is something that will affect you negatively. It will not be positive. So it's a very bad addiction.
So losing makes you want to try again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And winning makes you want to try again.
Exactly.
So the too much of it is what
Poisonous.
leads to addiction. Okay, let's end with there's non-academic things which we need to do. For example, feeding chicken, doing activities in the home, maybe cleaning an office. When you come to an office like this, you dust it before you sit down. Those are non-academic things which sometimes you do them without thinking. Yeah. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, you have to go to the bathroom and brush your teeth. As in, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be on your program, but we do them. Yeah. So what are those things, non-academic things that we need to do at our workplaces, different environments, so that it doesn't lead to toxic workplaces?
Hey.
Boom.
Like for us, like in KMTC, we have what you call corporate social responsibility.
Okay.
So most of them we organize our students and we go out to children's home and we spend a day with them. We go clean with them, cook with them, eat with them, and of course going with maybe clothings and some sanitary pads, and just that interaction, the students, living the normal schedule, the normal busy work schedule, they are going out for a whole day, just interacting with the less fortunate. It brings a lot of difference. Yes.
But then you also pray.
Yes, exactly.
We do church service at the KMTC level.
Yes, we do church service. At KMTC we have so much apart from just teaching. We have presidential award schemes where students will go out. We have clubs. We have sign language club. We have Church, Christian Union, YCS, SDS. We have so many other clubs. We have sports. Yeah. So students are doing sports. We win. We do inter-KMTC games. So that one actually it really brings out a holistic person.
Okay.
Yes.
You wanna comment on that?
Yeah. When you say that, I was like, boom, because I don't know if you are talking about an individual person, like what I would call good manners.
Well, there is good manners, yes.
Good manners, like these are common sense things. And remember, common sense is also not very common to all of us. Like, I don't know if I understood you to be like, when someone comes, instead of just leaving the litter around, you can just pick them, and then, you know, so that you don't have to wait for quote unquote someone to come and remove them. If that is the case, to avoid maybe a toxic environment, because also when we engage in this other, when we are empathetic, like if I leave litter on the table, if I just litter our floor, then whom am I expecting to come and pick? And so when we have that type of responsibility, social responsibility, workplace responsibility, all of us can do this thing, then it also actually helps us to feel as one in the environment. But also it can also be stressful, because there are also those people who might not just feel that, they cannot just feel like it is common sense for them to pick. And therefore they can actually litter, or they can see the litter, but they might not feel obliged to go and pick.
So that leads to negative comments.
Exactly.
Those negative comments are what we call toxic environment. They create toxic environment.
They create toxic environment. And somehow these people who don't feel obliged to do such, remember, okay, in our place, in the counseling room, those are our clients, because these are people who might not have negotiated a certain stage positively.
Okay.
Maybe they got fixated. The age of, there is a certain age, 7 to 12, where every child is supposed to be doing activities which is natural at that particular time. And then at this particular age, that child did not do them, because in most homes we have house helps, house girls, house boys who do for them. So from 7 years to 12, if the child was never introduced to those type of work at home,
yes,
then you don't expect this person to feel like that it is common sense to just see things happening and then they pick. Actually, they hate work. So when you who negotiated the stage positively, imagine that it's just common sense to pick these things, and you think that those ones who are not picking are not good, then it will bring issues. And so that is why I'm like, at workplace we are all different, we are all unique, we've gone through different backgrounds, and therefore it is good to be accommodative. But again, if these people are there, then they can be brought into speed. You can actually help them to come to a certain level positively without,
pointing. Maybe we conclude by talking about the courses that we train. How can a diploma course prepare one differently from a certificate course?
Yes, in KMTC, let me talk about KMTC. We have all the programs. We have certificate programs, we have diploma programs, we have higher diploma programs, and we have training. These trainings are trained at different levels. So a certificate graduate and a diploma graduate will be different.
Okay.
In terms of the scope and even the content that these people received. Even when it comes to the workplace, there's something that a certificate graduate can do to a certain level than a diploma holder can also do.
Okay.
So it varies.
It varies.
Yes.
So the output is different depending on the input.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we then go back to the basics and prepare our next generation workers with this in mind, that if you're training your counselors, to what stage do they need to get to before they're deployed?
Okay. Okay, for us, currently we have 2 levels. We have certificate level in counseling, and we also have diploma level in counseling. So for certificate level, it's basically basics. It helps someone to get personal development, be able to know how to interact with the environment, be able to resolve his or her own conflicts, be able to relate well with the outside world. But when it comes to diploma and above, of course, at our level is diploma. So diploma, you actually a practicer. We train you to practice. You'll get actually a certificate from the board, the Counseling Board of Kenya, to practice. So diploma is very practical. If we ask the students, they really do a lot of practice, apart from the theories, apart from the personal development.
So diploma are deployed better than certificate?
Certificate is basically how to relate. It's just how to relate. But diploma, you are deployed. Actually, even when you look at most of the adverts at the moment, they want the diploma and above.
Thank you so much for finding time to come. Our time is spent. My director will come in God's blessing, so I don't want to be shot at.
Thank you so much.
I see you next week again with a different conversation when we meet again. Wherever you are, please, on our social media, leave a comment. Share with us how this show is impacting you. We'll be very happy to continue bringing you content depending on how you desire. Thank you so much. On behalf of the director of the show, Kelvin Kibet, this is CKS.